Right, hello guys. Welcome to Monday night and Division 4 GRL Grand Effect Racing League, and we're at well, it's only round 3 of the season, and we're at Austria. It's a very short season, so because of the new game release, so it'll be over before we know it. And look, it is raining in Austria. Who'd have thunk it? So, hello Vice. Thanks for joining again. Yeah, I have Breaking Point 2. Not. I didn't even bother playing Breaking Point in 21, so I'm already behind on the story. It has made me think maybe I should download 21 again just to do the story, but I can't really be bothered if I'm honest. Not that interested in all that. Hey Mario, hello buddy. Nice to hear from you. And, sorry to hear you. Things ain't going apparently. I still get lots of news from Inside Arc, so I'm sorry to hear that you've lost your seat, buddy. So, sucks. So, anyway, as you can see, Apex first out on track. These difficult conditions. It's just short quality 50% race, so I'm sure they will know whether it's going to dry up. It doesn't look massively wet, certainly wet enough for intermediates, no doubt about that, but if the sun was to make an appearance, it could dry pretty quick. Wow. Go then. Like lag things. I'm just gonna take the phone off. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Mario, thank you. I hope you are too. And yeah, missed you too. Just everyone, to be fair. That's the last chapter. We're on to new chapters now. As Apex's round. Little smash. So we move to Rio in the Williams. So it is equal performance tonight, so no power difference between the cars. But we are losing drivers, so It's Bright is out. 10th Cannon is out. Callum Ludlow's out. It's 3 big drivers that we've lost there. Certainly 3 drivers that are fully capable of qualifying top 10 have just gone out, so there's others a chance, I guess. Rio has been brilliant the last 2 weeks. Driving on track has been superb to see. Not just because he's quick, but because his side-by-side driving has been fantastic as well. So it's been a pleasure to watch. As he is first to set a time with a 1:13.9. There's a McLaren on its way, but I'm not going to get there in time. I think they must have been validated anyway, so it hasn't counted. Panda on an outlap. So let's do a hilly hot lap quickly with Panda then. So down the pit straight, we usually have the RS open, but obviously in these conditions that's cancelled. Late braking and late apex turning for turn 1 is the way to go this season. It enables you to open up the steering and get on the power that little bit quicker and take the pace up. They just changed turn 1 slightly, and then we head up to this turn 3 because of the left hand kink in the road is the hairpin. Again, it's about getting on power as quick as you can, but you've got to do it safely. Even in the dry, it likes to try and pull you over to the wall on the inside on the exit. Down to turn 4 and the late braking, late apex turning again. All about, again, it's all about getting on the power on the exits around here, to be honest. And now we go into the 2 left-handers, which sees the end of sector 2. So in the dry would be 5th or 6th gear in both of these. Doesn't really matter which, it's whichever you feel most comfortable with. And again, be careful on the curbs on exit, even in the dry. And a penultimate corner, a little bit blind on the entry. Be a bit careful of that curb on the inside, he likes to throw you around. And again, you've got to trust your instincts in turning into the final corner as well to get the turn in right. And that's a 13.8 from Panda, he gets one on the board, which is the most important thing at this stage, just to get the time on the board early on. Which is something to aim for, you see. So, anyway, Bob has now gone fastest on a 1:12.5. Echo's P2, 12.9. So yeah, Rio's dropped down to P6 now. So Quell's in P3, Matthew P4. So lots of times have gone on the board now. Right, okay, there we go. So that's Erna. Well, I've been calling him Ernie. I've been waiting to make a fastest milkman in the West joke, but I haven't had a chance yet. So, Ernie goes P5. There's literally hardly. I bet, like Mario, actually, thinking about it, you're probably the only person that knows what I'm talking about with the fastest milkman in the West with Ernie. Not, and then nobody else watching's got a clue. Vice Racing, not a clue. Way too young. TTV Twins. TTVs pop up a bit. TTV Glads is the one I mainly know, but Shotgun Kisses as well is another name I know. Now Twins as well. I'm not sure what TTV is, but I'm guessing it is either a league or a e-racing team sort of thing, esports team. Mario does, Vice, yeah. A long while. As Twins heads into P2 then, in the Aston. Who else we got? Still to set times. Gaz is out on track, Gaz Buchanan. The flags waving, I'm not sure. It's an AlphaTauri ahead of us. It's over to the right hand side for the pit entry in a way. In my opinion, the worst pit lane entry on the game. Or, well, it's not the game's fault. It's a bit harsh when Codemasters blame the pit entries on them. But in the on the calendar here at Austria, in my opinion, Gaz goes P8, Luz rejoins us. I've just noticed we're up to 20, which is great for full quota of drivers. So at 112.3 goes fastest by nearly 2 attempts, so it's its first run, so I can't really tell you if that's a sign the track's drying, because it could just be that he's gone nice and quick like that. But who else we got? Anybody slow? Vettel way down. Apex maybe. So Apex has got a time on the board of 112.8. Obviously we saw him have that spin earlier into the wall. So that might went off a bit excitedly. Rio's just gone fastest on a 112.1, so again, it's hard to know if the track's drying up, but the times are definitely coming down. But is that because the track's beginning to dry a bit, or is it because the guys are just getting used to it in these conditions? Apex 7 tenths quicker, it's 112.1 that goes into P3. We've got yellow flags out ahead of us. Can't see anything on the track map that there's anything wrong, probably just somebody moving out of the way. What else we've got? Warchasm as well down at the moment. Start a lap. Wide he hangs it out. Just glides round the corner. Javelin stacking it. Using the curb still. Yeah, I was mentioning a minute ago whether it's drying or whether they're just getting used to it. I think it's a bit of both, you know. I think the track is definitely drying. I can't see any rain. I think it has stopped raining. So I'm expecting, well in fact, yeah, if we look, RadX has switched to the softs in the garage, so we're going to have some slick tyre running. How much of it? I'm not sure, it may just be the one run. Orgasm now through to the final corner. Much curb really there. He had his wheel going over the sausage curb. It's only a small little sausage curb there, but still affects your exit. So Orgasm goes P3 and away, 112.0. Nice lap, but as I say, it's looking inevitable that we will get slick running before the end of this session, which means all these times are going to go out the window really. Four drivers now in the pits on the soft tyres waiting. Would be too early to come out yet. Right on with Echo. Current Division 6 champion. Running Division 4. There's only 5 divisions in this little mini season. It's usually 7. So 111.0 goes fastest. That's going to invalidate Echo there, but I expect he's heading on to the pits in a way. It's probably best to do so, get yourself ready. In a way, this has just become a one-lap qualifying. We get a single run on the soft tyres. We saved ourselves like 16 minutes. We just did one shot. And goes into P4 on the 111.8. This might be one of those situations where they're going to have to go out on the soft tyres when the track's not really ready, and just trust in the fact that when they cross the line, and it is important, you want to be one of the last to cross the line here. You really don't, you've got to try and time it right. It's roughly about 30 seconds to get out of the garage and onto track. It's a short lap of course, so I'd be going out with about 2 minutes to go. So, using your judgment though, because not everybody could, you know, only one person could be last across the line. If you're all vying for that, and nobody's going to get a time on the board, so Salar Vettel comes around the final corner, and he goes 1:11.3. That puts him into P3 at the moment. Ernie's gone fastest again in his milk cart. Of driving into the pits. Gaz is out on the sauce. Matthew's out on the sauce, who's furthest round. Matthew is. So let's go to Matthew, but it is early. So you could actually get a sighter here. You put a sighter on the board, but pit at the end of the sighter lap. But it just gives him an idea of what the track's feeling like. DRS is enabled. So we know this lap is no good. Didn't have DRS at the start of it. So for me, use this as a bit of a sighter, but get a new set of boots and go out again. Do not complete this lap. If he completes this lap, he won't get a run in on the fully dry track. The two left-handers, fast. It's advisable for turns like this to turn your differential down. So open your MFD as you're driving, and you can move your differential about and your brake bias, because it's pretty much, you don't really touch your brake bias, but differential for corners like the fast sweeping corners, you want your differential as low as possible, basically. 1:07.5 from Matthew then, so massively quicker. So he gears up towards his lap, getting out of the way of a Ferrari first. Yeah, this has gone through there, it is. As across the line, 106.9. So we're still, for the actual pole, about a 1.9 roughly off where you'd expect it to be. Certainly expect a 105. 0 really, and you may well see a high 104. Probably not today. The track probably isn't gonna dry enough. Lap here as well. Light not flashing. I'm surprised he's used energy. Well, he's gonna get a chance to do a cool down lap. As long as he's got enough fuel in the car, he'll have enough time to be able to do a cool down lap and recharge his battery for one final run. Across the line he comes, and we're into the 105s now. So 105.778 from Luge. And round to start a lap. I've got someone. It's a Ferrari in a bit of trouble. Radex, who just came through that yellow flag, so I don't know if that may have hindered him slightly. Radex goes into P2 on a 106.3. Now, again, he can get round. He can't. I want to do a cool down lap, but he can't take too long about it. He's only got a few seconds to play with, so he's got to do a fast cool down lap. These guys now starting their actual final runs. But let's go to Echo. Where is he now? Once he under sets 2. 6 up. Put him on a 106.6. Plenty more to be gained yet in the final sector. So I'm thinking that this should be enough to get ahead of Luge. Jones 105.5 from Wargasm, 105.6 from Echo. So Wargasm goes fastest, Echo into P2. They don't have enough time, they will not get back round again. That's Bannon on his way. So Red Bull heading for the line. No change in positions though. And the else heads to the line, and that's Ernie going fastest. 106.5 for Gaz, he's P6. Wells invalidated! That's a big one. That's the problem with these sort of qualifying sessions. Attack out the final corner. 105.5 goes fastest. This is Rio 104.9. I didn't expect us to hit the 104s, so I didn't think the track would dry out enough. That's a brilliant lap from Rio. Oh god, can I get to this next driver? Where is he? Oh no, that's Wargasm, he's validated, so he's into the pits in a way. So he's going to beat this lap, but he's not even close. Who was that? Bob crosses the line and goes P3. Anybody else? Ernie's still out there. Not improving though. So I think that's it. Something just changed further down actually, but there we go. Rio takes pole for Williams. A fast, frantic end to the qualifying session. Attacking P2, Bob in 3. Back down the list properly in a moment. Right, so yeah, Rio takes pole actually by over half a second. Very nice lap from him. Vatak in P2, Bob 3, White Josh P4, Ernie in P5, Wargasm 6, Echo 7, Luge 8, Radex in 9, Gaz Buchanan 10, Vettel in 11, Ayrton in 12, Matthew 13, Quell 14, Panda 15, Apex 16, TTV Twins in 17, Callum Ludlow 18, 10th Cannon 19, and it's Bright in 20th. Those guys not getting a lap on the board. There's the instance for the stewards just in case. Wow, that was fast and frantic at the end. Well done to Rio. So I really didn't expect a 104 with the conditions as they were. So as you can see, countdown's begun. We don't hang about GRL. Right, no, nipping off to get myself a coffee tonight, Vice. So, the rest, I don't think we do a formation lap either because I got caught out by that last week. Yeah, on the lights go. So off they go. Rio seemed a little bit slow to react. He moves across to try and cover off the McLaren of attack. Then back across, covers off Bob. Attack loses a couple of places there. A little bit, maybe a little bit careful into turn one, which is advisable to be fair. Be a bit careful through turn one, then lose your whole race because of it. So, and he's ended up with an Aston Martin hitting him in the back there as well. That was Wargasm, I believe. Radex is dropping down. He is back going. And let's see if there's... Oh! Carbon fibre flying there as well. That looks like an Aston Martin. Yeah, that's twins with no front wing. And somebody else was at Echo then, I think, in the barrier as well. This is not a good start to the race for it. Well, some have had a good start to the race. Rio's off okay. Bob's done alright. White Josh has done alright. As a Vernie. And as long as the attack hasn't got any rear diffuser damage from the contacts, he should be alright as well. Luge. So, Wargasm's in. I think both Astons will be in. Well, they will be, won't they? Not only are they both coming in for wings, they've got a double stack as well. VSC out on track. Or not, if you see what I mean. So 5 drivers in. Radex, Wargasm, Twins, Echo, and Callum. Presumably Twins will come out last, you would think. Yeah, there we go. So, anyway, biggest gainer, by the way, it's Bright, who crashed in qualifying up 10 places from 20th to 10th, as Radex, just to rub salt into the wound, picks up a drive through under the VSC. Wouldn't be massively shocked if we see a retirement on that one. So, got yellow flags. I'm not sure what that's for, actually. I was looking at the track map, I couldn't see anything. Everybody's so close at the moment, it's quite difficult to see. What's going on? It's, after praising it's Bright on his starts of the race, he's had to come into the pits, as has 10th Cannon, so perhaps that's what the yellow flag was for. These two in. Maybe being a little bit too eager at the start of this race. You all know what Austria could be like, so you kind of understand it a little bit. It can turn into a bit of a DRS train, which can actually happen throughout the whole field. That's the problem. The 2/3 of this lap is DRS, so it sounds crazy for me to say that, but it actually is. You come out the final corner, open up DRS, right in turn 1, open up DRS, through turn 2, open up DRS. Sorry, through turn 3, open up DRS, I meant, and then down to turn 4, it finally goes off. So, Twins gets a pen. We're on here with Quell, who's on the back of Matthew. DRS is open now. Look to make this move into turn 1 rather than waiting for the longer straight. Did he hold the DRS? No, so Matthew's got it, and you would think the chance, but it seems to take a long time for him to start gaining, but no. Honest with you, for Matthew here, yeah, tempted just to try and stay within Quell's DRS and just leech off of him, save my energy for later in the race. Maybe more useful. We got a yellow flag. That's Twins. Spin round at the final corner. No signs of any damage there, so I think he's okay. What else we got here? Everything's getting pretty close to apex, but again, it's a bit of a DRS train here. So, Rio at the front then has broken the 1 second to Bob. So important around here. Edson just gets a little out of shape. So, no cars behind him to take advantage of that. Well, Liz, the next car behind, as he recovers from the difficult qualifying. So that has dropped him off. So it's good to Luge, who's on the back of Vatak. And got to say, probably our most likely chance of an overtake. Vatak doesn't have DRS. Goes to the inside. Vatak leaves plenty of room. Luge does drift out slightly towards Vatak. The corner, Rabin hugging the inside line. May get looked at a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I don't actually know if they made contact or not. Oh, White Josh, what have you done? Oh, he spun it coming out of the second left-hander. Suspect touched that curb. That's brought out a full safety car. Wow. Well, that might be a good thing for this race, you know. I'm certainly a fan of safety car free races as best you could get them, but actually for this race, I have to admit, still got 20 drivers involved. They are all on the lead lap, so we can give them another go basically at the start. Just a rolling start this time. So let's get some tyres. There's lots of drivers switching to hards. Bob has given up quite a big track position to go to the hard tyres. Ernie as well. Apex, Gaz Buchanan all on hards. White Josh actually, well, he was the one that spun and he's pitted to set of mediums. Not going to the end. Still waiting for the leader to pick up the safety car. Got to love having a safety car. I know safety car stops offline, so it is off the racing line, but it's also stopped at what would be the point of the track where the car is going its absolute fastest, just before the braking zone for the hairpin. Gonna catch it here with Rio, but you can see it just up ahead on the right hand side there, so somebody's not sort of paying attention to it, they could easily end up flying into that. Oh, Rio, I didn't see anything come off there, but he definitely hit the back of the safety car there. He was going very slowly when he hit it, so I think he's gotten away with it, but that would have been a big oops moment if we'd have lost an end plate or something. So, just putting it back to positions and have a look then. So Luge is now running P2 and he's at 6th places. Ayrton's up 8. Quell is up 9. McLaren all of a sudden having a very nice day in P3 and P5. Matthew up 7, Panda up 8. Apex is up 6 in P10. It's Bright still, well, he's always going to be making up places in this race, I guess, having started at the back, but he's up 6 to 14. And 10th Cannon's up 3, currently in P16. Orgasm and Radex are the two biggest losers, down 11 at the moment. I'm sure change. So just waiting then on Radex to catch the back of the safety car. Not just Radex, there's plenty of drivers still catching the back, but there's White Josh pits again. Now, he'd come in for... He was the one that span and caused the safety car, and he pitted and put on a fresh set of mediums. So he's pitting again, presumably. Yeah, he's going to fresh hards, so... He's giving up the track position. He's going to drop to P19. There we have it. So, all the pit stops done then, and we're just waiting for Radex then to catch the back of the pack. Last one to do so. 50 starts to the race, including a drive-through, remember, which luckily picks up for speeding under VSC, but luckily he did serve it before the safety car came out. Meaning that Twins at the moment is the only one with a penalty, and that is your standard 3 seconds. I'm not sure why there's position change going on there. Radex is going to catch the back of the safety car, so it's going to be in this lap. Now Matthew goes back past. Now it looks like he's trying to let Panda back fast again. No idea what those two are doing under safety car here. I don't think they know what they're doing under safety car here, to be fair. Anyway, to the leaders has already gone. Rio goes early. Josh picks up a 5 seconds for a severe collision with Callum Ludlow. Is he already regretting? Well, he's definitely already regretting the switch to hards, I suppose, but 5 seconds he could deal with if you don't need to pit again. So that is Ayrton on the inside of attack. Makes the move. Remember, no DRS yet. We'll get that until lap 11. These McLarens are now running 4 and 5. And down to Apex, who's close to the back of Ernie. Back over there getting past Gaz Buchanan. All the overtakes are actually happening where I'm not looking, unfortunately. Let's go down here. We might have one possible down here. This is White Josh. Going for those fresh hards. Picks up the 5 seconds after the safety car restart. Anything here about Twins? Twins get a bit out of shape coming out of turn 1. It's a slightly late defensive move, but it was okay. Oh, got to leave the room though. Did actually leave room technically. He's only got to leave enough room for one wheel to be on the track. At the moment, as long as it's not actually pushing him off track. Oh, and he gets a bit of his own medicine back there. Look, from White Josh. I think that was just hard racing, to be fair. I don't think there was anything untoward from either of them. Maybe there was that time. That just looked like White Josh turned into him from the angle that I had. I think that one will be looked at afterwards. Right, back up to front. And Bob is on the back. Oh, wrong one, sorry. Bob is on the back of Matthew. His DRS activates, so not has yet. Let's make this work around the outside here. Yeah, he's got it done, and the Alpine picks up. This could be a safety car. That is Twins round at turn 1. He has crashed. That is a safety car. It's our second of the evening already. as we approach the 1/3 stage of this race, and you would presume that these medium tyre guys will pit this time, the ones that stayed out last time. So Rio, Ayrton and Vatak, surely I would have thought, will pit. In comes Rio. This is going to cost them a lot of track position. Yeah, Rio, Ayrton and Vatak all in. Don't really have a choice, to be honest. Luge stays out and takes the lead of the race. Carl in P2, Matthew in P4. All of those guys still on the hards they started the race on. Yes, with the rain in qualifying, they probably should have selected the... It's the thing, you see, you don't know whether it's going to rain before quali starts. If you did know, you would have selected the hard tyre selection for the weekend, giving you a second set of hards. So as it turns out, a second set of hards here could have been really useful. So it's going to be a short safety car. It won't come in this lap. It's got to complete a full lap, so stay out another lap and then should come in the following lap after that, meaning that we will resume on lap 14, which means 23 laps remain. So 23 laps, easily within the range for a set of hards. It's not that far out the range for a set of mediums, so you can certainly do 20 laps around here. They're a bit dodgy towards the end of 20 laps, but they could definitely do them. But any further than that, you're in trouble. So we know that P1, P2 and P3 definitely have to pit again. All of the other drivers that are on hards potentially can go to the end of this race. The likes of It's Bright, who's done 10 laps on his, probably not. And Callum Ludlow, 8 laps on his, probably not. Oh dear, what's happened here? Vettel is out of spittle. And he goes again. That's on a postcard how he's managed that. How? How do you do that? I honestly don't know. I'm a no traction player. I've never done that in my life. But, well, that's just me, I guess. But, it's funny for us, in a way. Anyway, we get ready to restart this race, and safety car is in this lap, so Luge will get us away again, followed by Quell and Bob. Right now, Bob in a pretty good position, P3 on hard tyres that I think he'll be able to do for the rest of the race on. Pretty much, I think it's probably on the brink of what they'll do to hards, so right, off they go. Put away cleanly this time. Turn 1, it looks like Apex might be able to get a run here on Ernie. Bob gets past Quell for P2. Whereas we see the guys approaching behind. And, sorry, Quell and Bob are still battling. Back to it, Quell and Apex and Ernie. A little switch back there, but maybe too much speed out of the car for the corner, and doesn't work on this occasion, but see his intent. right now, technically, Bob, Ernie and Apex are technically at the moment running in the podium positions. When it all plays out, Rio, I think, is technically running P4 at the moment, but on the freshest tyres. As we've got a spinner, and I think that's Panda. And a spin down out of the final corner. The way this race has gone so far, though, Panda, I won't give up, buddy. What's going to happen? Well, it's very tight in the hairpin. Here we go again. Oh, goodness me. I like watching Formula 1, is it? It's NASCAR or something, I don't know. It's bright. He is dropping down. I thought I saw someone in the background nip off, and clearly it was It's Bright. Rio gets ahead of Apex. Oh, Apex is making his way into the pits, so I assume he's been caught up in something there. Struggles to slow it down, but he does. Let's come down to these guys. Look at this. As we head up to the Bright retires in the pits. Apex exits. There's the two Haas. Mighty close between these two. Don't go taking each other out, guys, for goodness sake. Your boss will not be happy if you do that. Ernie gets very close to the back of Matthew. He's going to get another run. It's going to be very tight there for past another car. Matthew actually lost 2 places then. He lost out to Rio as well, so lost a place to both Williams. DRS is now active again, giving us the opportunity. Ludlow could be in. Sorry, Gaz Buchanan, sorry, could be in a lot of trouble here. Oh, goodness me. Such as the Haas as he was going around the outside, and it looked to me like he got a bump at the backside from the other Haas. Both of them go through. South Carolina White Josh now into P9 and P10. And next up the road for them is Ayrton, but Ayrton on the fresher tyre. Very nice fresh 5-lap. Old tyres, old hards. So let's just come up now because, well, he's on the back of Bob, who's just broken away from them, but remember, he's still got a pit, as has Quail. Seems to be a little bit wide in the hairpin, but ironically that's going to give Ernie the opportunity on the outside here of Quell. And Ernie takes that position and is into P3. And Rio trying to get past as well. Oh, Quell's ended up round. He's fighting so hard, but ultimately, he's got a pit still, so not sure why he's fighting that hard for one place. But there we have it. Anyway. Ernie seems to be doing pretty well here, but he's I'm a little surprised he hasn't allowed his teammate through before now. I think I would have moved over and let Rio through by now and said I'll follow you. Save your energy, because you're going to need it later in the race. He's got nothing left. Well, they've both got nothing left, really, the Williams. There's a reasonable chance that Ernie may well need to pit again. I'm not sure. I think the game suggested that Hards could do 40 laps even on a 50% race distance, so they could do the whole race around here easy, but that doesn't mean it's actually quick to do it like that, as we've lost 2 drivers. Vettel and Vatak are out after the second of the left-handers. They're both over in the right wall. It must have been it coming together. That is a definite safety car, so our third safety car of the evening. Why do people like Austria? I despise this track as a driver. So, all the guys at the back have switched to mediums. What about Apex? Because he was already on mediums. Has he got another set? No, it's another used set, so still be going to the end on those. Yeah, medium tyre without doubt is now the right tyre. The only driver I can see potentially staying out is Rio. I wasn't even sure he would, so Rio's going to have to defend like a lion if he wants to win this race from here. How it changes round, because he was a massive favourite to win this race before this safety car. He's going to lead this race on the restart, but it's going to be difficult to defend from the medium tyre drivers. In my opinion, I think these guys are the guys that are probably now favourites to win this race. No idea why 10th Cannon's carried on 18 lap old hards. He's on a postcard on that one. Really needs to pit. It's yeah, you've got to say that Luge, Bob, Ernie, all of these guys surely have become the favourites for the podium positions now. Along with Orgasm, Matthew as well. But with the way the race has gone so far, who's to say this will be the last safety car? Sure, 10th Cannon's going to pit. I'm actually going to stay out on 18 lap old hards, surely. No, he does move to the inside. Why he's decided to do another lap and then pit, I don't know. But it's going to cost him position-wise. I don't know where he would have been pitted from, to be fair. Come out in P15. So, just waiting for Apex to catch. Safety car itself has just gone through turn 4. It'll be touch and go if he catches in time for it to come in this lap. And to be fair, Apex probably doesn't particularly want to gadget to go in this lap. He is on 5 lap on mediums. Could do with an extra lap under safety car, quite frankly. On the other hand, he wants to get through the field, and the extra lap through the field would be useful too, so double-edged sword there. Selection choice. But, he does now catch the back of the safety car, but it is too late for it to come in this lap. It already gone past the pit entry. So we're on with the top guys now, and so Rio's going to lead us away on his 11 lap old hards. Luge in P2 on fresh mediums, as well as his Bob, Ernie, Wargasm, Matthew, Ayrton, Gaz Buchanan, White Josh, all on fresh mediums. Callum's 6 laps old, so certainly not fresh. Quell, Radix, Echo, everybody else on fresh mediums, except as well Apex, who have also done 6 laps on his. But a few of those laps would have been under safety car mine, so still here. Luge at the moment revving up the engine. It's not advisable, guys. I think he's trying to burn some fuel. It's not in the way of the car, but actually for restarts, ideally you want to have your engine pool as cool as possible. So again, that's a bit of a double-edged sword. So safety car is in the pit lane, and looks to be like he's gone. So one moves to the inside, back to the racing line. Allowed to do. Deco picks up 3 seconds in the final corner. Here we go then. Looks like there might be a Red Bull with a run on the Alpine further back. Oh, we've lost Quell in turn 1. Can't show us that one, there's already the cars past him, but we've lost Quell. So Matthew, a bit of a wheel banging action there with Ayrton. Ayrton takes that position nicely, and he's up to P6. He should be able to fend any fight back from Matthew off quite easily in the left-hander. He does. Yeah, in fact, finishes in sector 1 at turn 1. So we are back. Absolute full race conditions. Here's the battle then for P1. Oh, and we've got a spinner, Panda, out of the second of the 2 left-handers. Already recovered it though, and it's not far behind the back markers, so some resist, but it was out a while back. So no DRS, and oh, we got a full track yellow again. It's another safety car. Yeah, it's Radix has crashed out the final corner. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, it's not a good advertisement for GLR tonight in this one, but it's on GRL, but plenty of action going on when we have been racing, but since we've done as many laps under safety car as we have racing laps, possibly more. I can't actually remember if this is the 4th or the 5th. I think it's 4th, but I must admit, there's as a commentator, it's not often that Austria turns out to be a good race, really. So I'm surprised with a short calendar, or a mini season, they included Austria. When the drivers do put it off, and now it's brilliant, but far too often it turns out like this. Does Austria? Panda's come into the pits and put a set of softs on. Let's be quick. Maybe nick the fastest lap point before the end. Goodness knows who's got that at the moment. I haven't got the foggiest who's got the fastest lap at the moment. Ernie, 107.311. So yeah, with a set of sauce, Panda, I've been massive favourite to nick that at some point. Of course, he's going to have traffic around him all the time, so it may prevent him from doing it. And it is we should do this. Ayrton's got 5 seconds. That leaves us. What's happened further back? Cannon appears to have had a spin and has dropped not right to the back. Panda's still at the back. As Gatsby Cannon decides to pit. In comes 10th Cannon. So we are going to have some drivers switching to softs for the remainder of this race. 10th Cannon, Gatsby Cannon, Apex is in as well. It's all 4, and Panda of course pitted last lap, so 4 drivers going to softs, and they will of course be looking to make their way through the field. So those guys on mediums that are only on 6 laps, they're not really going to have much wear on their tyres at all. Tyres should still be green. It's all under safety car in a way. Could get in this lap, yeah it does. So safety car in this lap. The guys at the back, 10th Cannon, Apex, just about catch it in time. Got to be aware of this, guys. It's a late call for the safety car to come in, so it is gonna make the race leader back right up. Race leader is Rio still. And he goes once again like before, looking to break the toe a little bit on the restart. Orgasm and Ayrton side by side. Orgasm gets through for P5. So Ayrton picks up the slipstream and has a look back into the hairpin. Oh, they have a bit of a touch. Orgasm drops back. I think he lost it a little bit actually on the exit. So look at this. 3 cars side by side. It's White Josh, Orgasm, and Matthew. Looks like White Josh has come out on top of those. He kept it pretty set clean, to be fair to him. No, hitting hard. Wargasm's left the session. Let's drop down to the back. So Don't know if that's a rage quit or not, but let's invite him back to the game just in case it's just a disconnect. Echo gets out of Callum Ludlow. That looked like a much better overtake. Further up, Rio is beginning to lose places. Gotta leave room, guys. Oh, and he's gonna end up in the wall. Actually going round the corner. That was very much on whoever the driver was that was going past him. Didn't leave room on the inside. On the exit afterwards, which is he's ended up being pushed into the wall. I think that was as much his fault as it was anybody else's. Seems to drift out into the car. Bear in mind, I'm just getting one angle. See it from. He goes into the pits completely wrongly. There you have it. So, don't know how strict they are in the league on things like that, but technically could end up with a penalty for completely cutting the pit entry as well. Just be a real kick in the nuts, really. So, anyway, after all this, it's ended up with Ernie in the lead, followed by Luge, Bob in P3. Have we got anything going on there? Yeah, it's pretty close as... Soft guys trying to make their way through the field. Apex having the most success up to P8 at the moment. So he looks to salvage something out of this. And he is penalty free, Apex, so got the potential maybe to... Callum continues to try and fight off Panda. It'd be hard when you're on 13 lap old mediums to fight off a guy on 3 lap old soft tyres. Sorry, 5 lap. As he goes to the inside, and they're going to make contact. Oh my goodness me. It's just horrendous. So that driving is so bad, I can't even begin to tell you. Sorry, Atom or whatever, but I won't shy away from saying it. If I think the race is bad, I'll say it. It's part of my job and what I do. This racing tonight has been absolutely horrendous. It's a shame because we had a bad first week, and then last week they seemed to well, they did race very well last week, and now we've gone back to what it was like the first week again. They showed last week they definitely can do it, and they provided some great racing last week. But oh, that one's just a spin, and that's a reset to track from Ayrton. And drives too fast into the pit lane. For whatever reason, he's pitting. Oh yeah, he was the one that ended up in the wall at turn 1, wasn't he? Got then Matthew on the back of White Josh. Do apologise, guys. When a race goes like this, it can really take you out of your rhythm when you're commentating as well. So thanks to Rio because I think he's about to make a move on the Panda. As there's contacts on the rear of Rio. Reset to track. And a deliberate DNF from Rio. unfortunately. And that has caused the safety car. Well, that's absolutely bang out of order. Chris had everything tonight, but that is completely out of order. He's just left the league as well. Well, that's taken away any possible opportunity of Ernie winning this race. Luge pretty much nailed on. Safety car is in, as it will do, because it's got to leave 2 clear laps of racing, so Ernie gets away. Luge can't sort of just rest on his laurels and take this on a penalty because he's got Bob behind him, which could spoil the party. But, there are some drivers, by the way, as much as I've had a bit of a go tonight at the guys for poor driving standards, at the same time there are some that have driven well. Not many, but Luge and Bob certainly have driven well, to be fair to them. So a battle here, side by side, Matthew and Josh. And Echo in the second Alpine as well, also trying to make his way through. Holds it, and look at the Ferrari, having a look. Trying to take advantage. Oh, and they've ended up round. Oh, goodness me. It really has been more like, I don't know, NASCAR or summer. It's been more like Wreckfest tonight, hasn't it, to be quite honest with you. So, Apex maybe having a look at Josh here. He's going to switch back. In amongst all the chaos, we get a lovely little move from Apex. He's not quite going to get it done. So no DRS, so well, they make a bit of contact there. But they've managed to keep going in the right direction, and Apex does end up into P6 then. We're going to go to our leaders as Ernie. What's happened to Luge? Luge is spun. Ernie's going to cross the line. It looks like Bob's going to take the victory. And Ernie will finish P2 instead. So first over the line, P2. Ernie. Bob wins. Ernie P2. Echo is out. He's crashed before the line. So Matthew ends up on the podium, P3. Gaz Buchanan, P4. Luge in 5 after the late spin. Apex P6. White Josh in 7. Ayrton 8. Callum Ludlow in 9th. 10th, Callum will end up in 10th. Yep. Sounds about right for him, really. Panda's going to end up 11th, with Wargasm in 12th. And Echo, who will be classified, of course, but he's going to drop all the way to P13. Well, that's the end of round 3 of the season, and well, not a lot I can say about this race, guys. I mean, congratulations to our winners and our podium sitters. To be fair, the guys at the very front of this race, in the most part, did actually drive well. But I can confirm for you guys out there that Rio, after rage quitting into the wall, he's left the league immediately, which I'm sure he'd have been pushed right in a way, so I'm sure he'd have been kicked in a way, so that's good. So there's the podium celebrations, that's enough of that. Ernie then takes the fastest lap as well, 106.896, but it's Bob who wins in Austria in the end. A battle of survival more than anything else. Ernie P2, Matthew 3, Gaz Buchanan in 4, Luge 5, Apex 6, White Josh in 7, Ayrton 8, Callum in 9, 10th Cannon in 10, Panda in 11, Echo 12, and oh yeah, sorry, okay. Orgasm was a lap down, okay, I hadn't realised he'd fallen a lap down, so Echo ends up 12, then Orgasm P13, but that is the end of the Wreckfest race tonight. Let's just scroll through the multitude of incidents just in case the stewards need to refer to them. Forget the pit stops. Look at that. Panda. Hard, medium, medium, soft, 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 soft. And he's ended up in P11 somehow. Oh, it's just unbelievable. Anyway, guys, yeah, so I bet you're glad you watched that with me. That interrupted me playing on Football Manager, that did. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. Okay, it's Bob. If you did that, buddy, please make sure you report that. I didn't see that on stream, but yeah, please make sure you report that. Chill Goldfish in game driver of the day. I'll take that after an awful race. Yeah, this is something, I guess. Panda, yeah, on your screen didn't hit Rio. Okay, it could have been on that problem, mate. To be honest, it looks to me like he turned in on you in a way, so that's what it looks like. I was on for that one. That's it. It looked more to me like he turned in and didn't leave you enough room, so I think it was his fault in a way, personally, from what I saw, but I only get the one quick moment to see it, of course, so in a way, guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. That was a horrendous race. The driving standards were pathetic, and they need to improve. That's all I'll say on stream about it, but I won't be surprised if there's some harsher words coming in Discord by the bosses, but yeah, anyway, guys, well done to those that did finish, and of course our top 3. Congratulations, guys, great points for you and your teams. Other than that, we'll be back next week, of course, where we are at the the world-renowned Spa-Francorchamps circuit in Belgium. I have a couple of days off myself for racing now, so I will be back on... No, I don't. What am I talking about? No, I don't. I'm lying. I'm back tomorrow night for 8 o'clock for WAOF1, so please come and join me for that superb race every single week, week in, week out. Please come and watch that if you've not seen it before. Excellent driving on display every week for that one. But anyway, guys, other than that, we'll be back next week for GRL, and hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow night, and I'll see you then. Have a safe week, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you soon. Good night. God bless.